You knew Sheryl Swoopes was going to add her 2 cents here. She wanted Caitlin Clark to stand in there and keep in mind, Angel Reese is what, 6'4", Caitlin Clark's 6 foot. And and she got a problem with the fact that Aaliyah Boston grabbed Angel Reese. Well, Caitlin Clark's walking away. Why the hell are you going to grab her? Sheryl Swoopes is she can't help it.
Sheryl Swoopes is making headlines again, but not for calming things down. This time, she's passionately criticizing Caitlin Clark after a hard foul on Angel Reese during Indiana's dominant 93-58 win over the Chicago Sky. Clark aggressively blocked Reese's layup attempt, sending her crashing to the floor. The referees called it a flagrant foul, and Reese received a technical foul for her reaction. Meanwhile, Sheryl didn't hold back, launching into another sharp critique of Clark's play. What do you think? Are Cheryl's comments fair, or is she over the top? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Sheryl, do you agree with both Clark and Reese saying this was a basketball play, or was this flagrant foul bigger than that?
I don't have an issue with the foul. I thought it was a hard foul. Yep, I thought the refs got it right. My thing with that was, like, stand in it.
I knew it wouldn't be long before Cheryl's hate and Swoopes show her head on this situation between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Knowing that her hatred for Caitlin Clark runs deep, but you will not believe what she said today.
What was meant to be a fun rivalry game between Indiana and Chicago took a serious turn when Caitlin Clark decided to stop playing soft defense on Angel Reese. Clark stepped in, made solid contact, and stopped Reese cold. Reese hit the floor hard, sending shockwaves through the crowd and online fans. But here's the kicker. Clark didn't celebrate or react. She calmly turned and walked away, focused and confident, as if she already knew the game was hers.
I don't think Caitlin Clark is wrong for walking away, but I also have no issue saying she shouldn't have, with someone saying she shouldn't have, because if you've played ball, you know that, like, sometimes, like, if you're gonna go and intentionally foul somebody, and you know that they could react, you deal with it.
That walk-away moment from Clark was pure iconic. She brushed off all the drama and moved on like she had more important things waiting. Probably true. Meanwhile, Reese sprang up ready to argue and react, but Clark was already headed back to the huddle, calm and collected like a pro who's seen it all before. It was a cool, calculated move that some fans loved, while others booed like she'd ruined their night. No matter what, the moment blew up online faster than any viral video.
Oops. Returns to the Gills Arena podcast. Bigger, better, more delusional, more foolish than ever. Sheryl Swoopes, welcome back, Sheryl. We missed you over here. Caitlin Clark delivered a hard foul, and she walked away. It was a basketball play. Foul, you're not getting this layup. Walked away. That's it. Angel Reese stands up.
Before Reese could turn up the heat, Aaliyah Boston stepped in like a peacemaker trying to calm things down. She gave Reese a small nudge back, whether on purpose or not. It only made the situation more tense. The refs blew their whistles, players froze, and fans were on their feet like it was the final act of a big show. This wasn't just basketball anymore. It was drama at its finest. Then Sheryl Swoopes entered the scene. But Sheryl doesn't just comment on Clark. She's practically obsessed, tracking every game, foul, and expression. After that foul on Reese, Clark was living rent-free in Cheryl's head. On her podcast, Swoopes went all out, saying Clark acted like she owned the league. Sure, Clark dominates ticket sales, merch, and TV ratings, but Sheryl chose to focus on her attitude instead.
Sheryl Swoopes is so jealous of Caitlin Clark, and she will advocate violence on Caitlin Clark. She was on Gills Arena's podcast talking about how she was cool with the foul, but she wasn't cool because Caitlin Clark walked away from Angel Reese when Angel Reese was chasing her and Aaliyah Boston had to step in. And mind you, she had a problem with Aaliyah Boston stepping in. So she wanted Caitlin Clark to stand there and get hit by Angel Reese. And also on top of that, now she's advocating for the All-Star game to be removed from Indiana.
You know that one family member who always has something to say about your job, your clothes, your life? That's Sheryl Swoopes when it comes to Caitlin Clark. The moment that foul happened, you could practically hear her gearing up to post her next take, and sure enough, it landed fast and fiery. Swoopes didn't hold back. She jumped into the conversation like she had receipts and a personal score to settle. "I don't have a problem with the foul," she said. "My issue was with everything else." In other words, she was fired up. According to Swoopes, the real problem wasn't the foul itself. It was that Clark didn't stick around for the drama. She didn't argue, didn't bark back. She just walked off. And in Swoopes' eyes, that was the real offense, staying calm instead of putting on a show.
Sheryl Swoopes wants to see degenerate activity. Sheryl Swoopes wants to see bottom of the barrel activity. Sheryl Swoopes wants to see a bunch of nonsense taking place on the court. Sheryl, if it was a hard foul, why would Angel Reese get up the way she did? If it was just a hard foul, just a basketball play, why would Angel Reese get up the way she did?
Then came the signature Sheryl Swoopes move, the double standard argument. She claimed that if Angel Reese or any other player had made the same foul, the backlash would have been massive. But because it was Caitlin Clark, the reaction was toned down and brushed off. In Swoopes' view, Clark is treated like the league's golden child, shielded by the media and immune to real criticism. What that take leaves out, though, is the fact that Clark takes hits nearly every game and still faces nonstop scrutiny from fans and media alike. But sure, Sheryl, frame her as the favorite, while ignoring that she's also the one taking the most heat, both on the court and off.
Caitlin, if you're gonna foul, stand on it, Caitlin! Stand on it! What do they say in The Wizard of Oz? What did the lion say? Put him up, put him up! Is that what Sheryl Swoopes wanted to take place? Do these people just want to see Caitlin Clark get physically hurt? Did we not see her get physically hurt enough last year? Let's play a game of make-believe. Caitlin Clark, instead of walking away, instead of getting pulled away by her teammate, yeah, we'll get into it, she stands there. And what happens? Angel Reese yokes Caitlin Clark up, showing how mentally of a midget she is, showing how immature she is, showing how much of a degenerate she is. Is that what you wanted to take place, Sheryl?
Let's be clear. Sheryl Swoopes is a 4-time WNBA champion and an undisputed legend. Her place in basketball history is secure. But lately, her constant commentary on Caitlin Clark is starting to feel less like analysis and more like that ex who can't stop bringing you up at every gathering. While Clark's been breaking records and dropping logo threes like routine shots, Swoopes has consistently downplayed it. When Clark shines, Sheryl moves the goalposts. "Let's see her do it against real competition," she said. At this rate, if Clark walked on water, Swoopes would probably ask why she wasn't swimming.
I mean, she got so much hate in her heart for this 6-foot white girl that's playing in the league, dominating everything.
Fans see what's happening. It's no longer just critique, it's personal. The constant jabs at Caitlin Clark feel less like commentary and more like a grudge. At this point, you almost wonder if Clark unknowingly took Sheryl Swoopes' parking spot one day. While Clark keeps setting records and elevating the league, Swoopes seems stuck in a cycle: dismiss, discredit, repeat. And the irony? Swoopes, a legend who once carried the WNBA on her shoulders, is now pulling down the league's biggest rising star like she's a problem, not a breakthrough. Swoopes says she wants the WNBA to grow, but apparently only on her terms. And if a 22-year-old from Iowa is the one selling out arenas and driving national attention faster than teams can tweet, that, it seems, is a little too much for Sheryl to accept.
It's amazing how different somebody like Cynthia Cooper is to Sheryl Swoopes. They played together, but the difference in the hateration, the pettiness, the jealousy that comes from one former player versus the other former player is stark.
Maybe that's what really stings. Caitlin Clark isn't just talented. She's changing the game. She's bringing in new fans, setting new standards, and reshaping what the future of the WNBA looks like, all without chasing headlines or clapping back. She lets her game speak, and it's speaking loud. Clark doesn't need validation from the old guard. She just needs space to do what she's doing, making history, triple-doubles, record-breaking TV ratings, sold-out arenas. These aren't lucky breaks. They're real, and they're reshaping the league in real time. Whether Sheryl Swoopes approves or not, the shift is already happening. Clark isn't asking for permission, she's setting the pace.
You asked me about Caitlin. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that that player set it.
Okay.
Right? So if Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year and then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record. So is it truly a broken record?
So, if Sheryl Swoopes wants to keep giving speeches on what Caitlin Clark should be doing, that's her choice. Meanwhile, the rest of us are watching Clark become the face of the WNBA, live and in real time. The scoreboard doesn't lie, and neither does the momentum. The future of this league has already arrived, and it's wearing number 22. Let's talk about Clark's star power, because it's the undeniable force in every arena she steps into. That Fever vs. Sky rematch, it wasn't just a game. It was a full-on cultural moment. Viewership records were smashed, resale ticket prices hit levels you'd expect for a Taylor Swift concert, and platforms like StubHub were flooded. Over 17,000 fans packed the arena like it was a championship game, and millions more tuned in from all over, living rooms, bars, waiting rooms, you name it. And all of this, for a regular season game in May, that's not hype, that's history in motion.
One word to describe Caitlin Clark.
Amazing. A beast. She is the truth.